In Illinois, when a worker passes away on the job, families also often assume that workers' compensation is the only legal option available to them. While that might be so, in some situations anyway, Illinois law may allow additional claims beyond workers' compensation, such as a wrongful death case. My name is Zach Anderson. I'm a co-owner at 217 Law and an injury attorney in Central Illinois. In this video, I want to just briefly touch on how wrongful death claims can arise after a fatal workplace accident in Illinois. In many cases involving fatal accidents at work, the worker's family is entitled to death benefits through the Illinois workers' compensation system. These benefits are typically paid by the employer's workers' compensation insurance policy and includes things like financial support for surviving family members, payment of funeral expenses. That being said, workers' compensation claims are generally limited in uh, terms of the types of benefits that can be provided. Workers' compensation death benefits do not include damages for things like pain and suffering or full or anywhere near full compensation for the family's actual losses following the loss of a loved one. In some cases, depending on the facts, a separate wrongful death claim may be possible against a third party whose negligence caused or at least contributed to the incident. For example, wrongful death claims, in my experience, may arise through workplace accidents if negligence of a contractor for a company other than the same company that the decedent worked for happened, or claims can be made against equipment manufacturers, against property owners. It really just depends on the facts. And these types of cases, these third-party claims, wrongful death claims, can exist alongside a wrongful death case, or I'm sorry, alongside a workers' compensation case. The workers' compensation insurance company will still have lien rights related to the recovery, but because third-party cases are typically far more valuable than workers' compensation cases, the amount that typically has to be paid out on a workers' compensation lien is it doesn't prohibit somebody from pursuing a case. If your family's lost a loved one due to an incident at work, it's very important to speak with a good injury attorney right away, so that evidence can be secured that may otherwise disappear. If the incident occurred in Central Illinois and you have any interest in working together, please feel free to reach out. Be happy to talk to you and see if my law firm might be a good fit to work with you and your family.